The Clashing Conferences Podcast. Let's go.
We're live.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I know you missed us. The Clashing Conferences Podcast Baseball Edition. I'm your host, Matt. We have no guests this week. We are with the original boys. We got Paul, Michael, and Lewis. Boys, how we doing?
Doing good.
Doing great. Doing great.
Almost football time. I don't want to talk about football on the baseball
It's not
podcast, but
almost.
I'm excited.
It's maybe a few hours away.
That is right. I would have figured you were feeling good, Michael, because your Mets have just been shellacking the Red Sox. So there's that.
Oh man, I meant
Not just
to
the
bring a
Red
broom.
Sox, the Sox
I
in
meant to
general.
bring a broom as a prop. I might go get it at halftime.
Deservedly should.
We'll
But
see
you know
how
what?
we'll see how the games go in the first inning or two.
Well, I see it as a win-win because if the Red Sox win, that's good, and if the Mets win, then go Grimace. So either way,
I like it.
Paul, Lewis.
We took what, 3 out of 4 from the Braves over the weekend, and we swept the Braves. I mean, not the Braves, the Blue Jays.
You guys been hot, Lewis.
And Kyle has been hot. He had 3 last night, and then he had 1 today.
Oh, I didn't see the one today. I knew you guys won, but I didn't look at any box scores or anything yet.
Yes.
Paul, the Mets are nipping on your heels.
Yeah, they are, boy.
Yeah, last Friday, the game we won against the Phillies, it's the one that Chris went to, and actually my manager at work went to it. So it was at least good to see that there were some Philly fans that, not Chris, but like his family and my manager are Philly fans. They got to see the Braves win. I mean, it wasn't like it was we were getting destroyed like we have in a couple series earlier this summer. I mean, they were very close, some extra inning ones. So it was unfortunate. I mean, worse than that is, excuse me, I was about to come on here and not to come in hot, but to come in, like room temperature and just say that I was happy that last week you didn't get anybody hit. Well, that lasted until last night, where Whit Merrifield, who is one of the, I guess,
ex-Phillies.
Yeah, like one of these like stepchildren that we picked up that nobody wanted, has been doing great for us. Same thing as Gio Burchella. He's been doing great. Whit Merrifield gets hit last night. He gets hit in the dome piece too. He got hit right on the side of the ear. And he went down for a minute and he got up so hot. He was coming in hot.
Line drive or pitch?
It was a line drive. No, it was a pitch. Yeah, he got hit by the pitcher.
Ooh.
No, I mean he got plunked, and he just and in the afterwards he just went off on pitching and everything. We've been just getting killed. I mean, like I said, if I said it before, I was like, if you can hit us like in the thigh or like the butt cheek or something, I'd be okay with that. But hand and the head really aren't helping at all. And I don't know why all of a sudden now, like we turn into like everybody's like Jeff Bagwell up there and just getting plunked every at bat.
And it's just bad luck. I mean, it's not. I don't think any teams are targeting you this year by any means. I just think it's bad luck that you keep getting plunked.
Yeah, and at inopportune times. It's rough. So I mean, I don't think he's going to miss any time or anything. But I don't know if they're going to put him in concussion protocol or whatever. But I mean, he took a knee for a minute for sure when he took that. I mean, who wouldn't? But I was pissed that he was livid. He was so hot and had he was coming in hot at the press conference afterwards that he's just kind of tired of it. So am I. Like we got enough problems injuring ourselves. We don't need help from anybody else.
So what is it? Every 3 or every 4? Every 4 games, you guys lose somebody?
Every week, yeah. And even when they come back, like Michael Harris, it was like, oh, if you're back, well, here, thanks for your first at bat after 60 days off, and you hit a grand slam.
Right.
2 days later, smack right on the wrist. I'm like,
he wasn't out very long though.
No.
Thankfully, at least the second time.
He didn't break it like Austin Riley did.
Yeah.
Paul, I have a question because I know that you and Topher disagree across the board, especially when it comes. No, well, his claim last year for the Knicks was valid because, like your team, every week somebody was getting hurt. In your case, though, it sounds like it was bad luck at first, and then it's just kind of pitchers throwing the ball at your guys. So if you don't have a great season or miss the playoffs or have a short exit, are you going to be like, it's injuries, what are you going to do? Or is there some validity to being mad because these were avoidable injuries, it sounds like?
Those were.
Mm.
It's easier to accept that there were some that were not avoidable, like Acuna and Strider. That it's not going to make me feel better, but if we were just riding the train and just blowing, like winning series back to back to back, and then our guys started to get plunked. I mean, I already had, it was hard to have the highest expectations to start the season, anyways. Second month in or so, you lose Acuna, who wasn't even playing like an MVP, anyways. So just kind of downhill. Now it's just kind of like the icing on the cake. And now I'm like, look, I'm on the ground. I'm waving the white flag here, and I'm saying "Uncle," and you keep kicking. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing now? Like
Some
now it's just
people are
like,
born
well, you
that
can at
way.
least, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have. I would not have misjudged Whit Merrifield if he had charged the mound. We haven't had a good mound charging in a long time.
Did any of you boys play
We're still
baseball?
kicking you. We're still kicking you while you're down because you're still in the playoff picture right now. So until you're outside of that and the Mets are on the inside of
Yeah,
that,
but
let's keep kicking away.
yeah, but the
And the
thing
Padres
is,
and Diamondbacks are not helping either.
No,
yeah,
Padres are getting healthier. They got Tatis back, and they're not helping.
dude,
They're
the Mets have
amazing.
won 6 series in a row, and we've like hardly made up any ground.
Yeah. No, it's still it's been three games on them for whoever's the closest behind the Phillies for like 6 weeks. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. It sucks. Even when that's why I'm like I need a freaking Philly New York series to just open it up somewhere, and I'd be damned if it's like 7
and
games or
you're
if
gonna
it's
be
like
cheering for
7
the
games and
Phillies.
somebody wins
You're gonna
4.
be cheering for the Phillies.
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did
Well, I mean,
any of you? I have a
yeah.
question. Did any of you boys play baseball?
I
Kids,
did.
high school, college? Where'd you play?
Oh God, why'd you
I
have to
played
start that high?
I
little
started at Pee
league.
Wee. What are you talking about?
I play little league
Yeah.
and I play softball.
Okay,
Okay.
Mike.
Baseball was the only sport that I never dabbled in even a tiny bit, other
Okay.
than like some backyard game, wiffle ball games and stuff like that.
Paul.
Just T-ball.
Okay. So Lewis, did you? How many times did you get plunked in your career?
One.
One.
Yeah,
I never
one
got
time.
hit. I know I said
One
T-ball,
time.
but I did
And
play a
and
little coach pitch, but I never got hit.
and it wasn't it did hurt. It did hurt. So, you know, a grown man throwing 96, 98 to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's where you took it.
Well, he said the head.
No.
I'm
He
just
was asking
asking
about
where you
you.
got beaned.
Oh, no. Me? No, it was just the knee.
Okay.
The knee. Yeah.
I got hit in the chest with a baseball once. It wasn't
Ouch.
by far from a 90-mile-an-hour, line drive, but I got hit in the chest once. It hurt bad.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I mean, like when my son he's 10 years old playing his little like all-star baseball thing over the summer. Those kids none of the pitches are higher than 50. But I mean, you like one kid gets scared, you turn a little bit and catch it right in the middle of the back.
Yep.
You're on the ground. It knocked
Yep.
the wind out of you, and it freaking hurts.
Well, boys, would you like to hear the recent changes in the standings for our internal competition, or what?
Mm.
If we have to.
Yeah, I mean, I can. Can you text them again?
Mm.
Just resend them by text, and I'll be all right.
Just sent it. All right. So
Mm.
we
Oh,
have.
let's give Lewis his props. He had a good
All right,
week.
let's give Lewis his props.
Yep.
Lewis, ladies and gentlemen, is now in the lead with 6 points. That is hands that I have to hold up now. Incredible. 6 points. Paul, Mike, you're tied with 4 each. You guys can sumo wrestle or thumb wrestle, whatever you need to do to figure out whose 4 is better than the other. Lewis,
I miss the days when Lewis's 0 was better than anybody else's 0.
Those were the good days.
Yeah.
The good old boring days with no points.
We thought somebody might win
Listen.
this thing with 0
Listen.
points at one point.
Hey.
It's good to have 4 and 6 out here.
Mhm.
Well, you need to get him fired up again, Mike. Whatever you did that one day, I mean, you've got a chance at him to start just going on a cursing rage and lose like 5 points within
Nah,
38 seconds.
Hey, I was just stating facts. I was just repeating what the actual player said. That's it.
Let's find some good quotes for you then.
Yeah.
Nah, no. Now I know to say, hey, what the beep?
Mhm.
Keep it
Give him
moving.
the who was the Jets player talking about the Daniel Jones, Paul? Give him that quote to talk about.
Yeah. Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Michael, your team, you got a point. Most strikeouts, 15. Congratulations. And the other two categories were home runs by any player. Lewis, you had 3. That got you a point.
Schwarbaum.
Uh-huh. And
3 big
doubles
bombs.
in one game. Lewis again with the point. 5 doubles. So 6, 4, and 4. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No. Lewis, Phillies crushed it a couple times this week. Phillies and the Mets both been hot. We both won like 9 out of 11 games here after the win today, and Philly's been putting up some runs. You guys are hot again.
I think that leads me right into actually what I was going to say for Diddy's Diggs. Actually, if I may have the floor, sir.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to break that down for our viewers.
People are wondering and asking questions, Paul. So I would like
Yeah.
you to establish what this all means.
Diddy being myself, Diddy's Dig. So I don't have an actual dig for each individual person here, but trying to fight with this, Mad Libs thing, whatever that is.
Oh, hey, hold on, my friend. This is an institution. Okay.
Hold on. You gotta.
But go ahead. Let me
So
hear your.
it's just trivia, and I don't mean trivia as questions. I mean, it's not questions; it's more facts. Some useful, some not. So for this one, since we're talking about the Mets being hot, I want to explain what it was like being hot this week. So you swept the White Sox. Is that correct?
The worst team.
Is that
the
correct?
Worst.
Yes.
The worst team in
Yes.
the freaking league.
So
really,
from what I understand, they play in the AL Central. The AL Central is 38 games under 500. There's 5 teams in that in that division. The other 4 teams are all over 500.
Okay.
4 teams are over 500, and the entire division is behind by 38 games under 500.
I'm still waiting for where the dig is.
Well, I didn't say it was like supposed to be a dig. It's a trivia. Like, even though you've been hot, you were hot against the team there. Plus,
Time out.
So
Why
hold
is it-
on.
hit him with the
Diddy's
button.
digs.
Hit him with the
Diddy's
button.
digs.
Where's the
button?
button?
It's not a dig. It's not trivia. It's not you talking trash. I feel like you're like complimenting my team. So keep going with Diddy's digs.
Fair enough. They're about to get close to, they're at 109 right now, and they're getting close to the 120 that the modern era 1962 Mets had for the most losses. There you go.
We're going modern era because
Modern
we don't
era.
want to say
Modern
that the
era.
Braves really have the worst record in all of Major League Baseball history.
Modern
Is that why we're
era.
going modern era?
No, that's what the Google says. But if we
There's
want to talk
Mike's
about
digs.
But
Mike's digs.
but if we want to talk about the Braves, stupid trivia
Buddy,
fact:
get the popcorn.
Chris Sale is now the first left-handed pitcher in Braves history to have 200 strikeouts in a season.
good for him. I'm glad he did it after he left.
Nice.
Thanks, Boston. So I did get one thing this year.
Boston.
So hold on. We need to talk. What the digs? I don't get it.
I'll find another name for it.
Well, then walk me through your creative process when you came up with that. I just want to.
It rhymes. That was it.
I would
Sure.
expect Diddy's digs from the Queen of Mean to be much more mean towards either me or Lewis. Take your pick. But I would have expected something, a dig.
Yeah, I was looking for those. It was hard to find because I don't know if you've noticed, but both of you had like a winning percentage of like 90% the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm doing with what I can. I had to go to 1962 in Google, filter out
he's
some things, take out all the Negro League stats, all the stuff from Honus Wagner, because I can't, I can't confirm Stat Boy. There was no McNumbers back then that I can trust. I'm
I
going
thought
with
they
dude.
modern
combined all
era.
those
He
stats.
he listen.
They did,
He
but I'm saying I got to go modern era where I trust the stats.
dude, he's definitely reflecting the Braves team right now. It's one goes
Hot
down,
Falling
mess.
apart.
next man up. Another
It
one goes
is.
down, next man up.
I'm trying. Yeah,
I
at this point, the biggest dig I can give both your teams is to say something that's like just not nice, just truthful.
Which is
Like it
what?
is.
Which is what? Go ahead, say it.
I just did 90% over like the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. I told you, I look every
I
freaking
don't know
day.
about 90%, but 80%. It
But
feels
don't
Okay.
you
good.
guys? How far off are the Marlins from the White Sox? Because I was looking at the standings last night, and they're just as trash. And what are
Yeah,
they,
they,
like
they
40
they
something
are
games?
just as trash, but the Braves might make up some. They might get a few. Might get in there because for some reason, us the Phillies, they seem to struggle against the Marlins. So
Crap games.
yeah, let's see what happens. That's what we got next. But then at the same time, maybe the Blue Jays are gonna get upset that we swept them. They're gonna play the Braves, and they might spank the Braves.
That sounds good to me.
I mean, I can't lie. Like I said, I was looking at the standings, and one of the things I found interesting was your guys' division because it kind of mirrors. What'd you say? The AL Central, Paul? Like everybody's good, and then there's a
Yeah.
bottom dweller that they all just usually beat up on. And then I was looking at the Red Sox, and I think they are the only one. No, the Rays maybe, but almost every team is over 500. Two teams have 80 wins, two have 70, and one's in the 60s. So I was like, well, if we don't make the playoffs, because everybody was killing each other in our division the entire year, right? And we
Yeah.
didn't pay for anybody or trade for anybody, so you kind of get what you
That's
get.
why when we did the podcast last night, I was trying to do the math. I know you don't want to talk about football too much, but there was like, it sounded like there were 3 people that think they were going to the playoffs. And if you're going to go to the playoffs, you need double digit wins.
Mm-hmm.
3 double digit win teams in the same 4 team division, going to be tough.
Yeah.
Because, that last team's not going to win just one, going to win a couple. But it's almost mathematically impossible these days to have 3 10-win teams in the same 4-team division.
We're getting messages in the chat. I, again, am not a bald eagle. I can't read them. Would any of you gentlemen mind picking up that slack?
Yeah. Our producer was talking about
Your
my
booby
my
tassel.
my pretty tassel here. It is September, Childhood Cancer Awareness. So, gotta wear your yellow ribbon.
I love me some Lewis because every
Sports
time Lewis gets
kids.
on, he's involved in some sort of charity or,
I shaved
you know
my
what I
head
mean?
one
Like,
time for
always.
that cause.
Cool, thank you, I appreciate that. As a father of a cancer survivor, I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
one of Mike and I's fraternity brothers is here in town that I live with. His son had childhood leukemia, and he is completely cured now. But he had it when he was like 5 years old.
Cool. Yeah, my daughter, she was diagnosed when she was 6 months.
He was I think
6 months.
his was after that, but
Yeah, she's 15 as of today, and she beat cancer.
Hey,
Awesome.
happy
Awesome.
birthday.
seems like it's a lot easier for the kids to do it than the adults for some reason these days.
Well, it we
Maybe
can't
maybe that's just Darwinism then.
Oh, Paul, you're a silly goose. Boys, before we go into the halftime, now I will lead the pack, but I would like for all of you to jump on and throw in a little something. So, really quick, once again, I am going to talk about Clashing Conferences and our podcast world that we're creating, how we're trying to get more people in. So I have a lot of people that tell me, "Hey, I watched the episode. I liked it. Hey, you guys are great. This is funny. I like this." That's awesome. But what we really are looking for is to bring in more people. So, with that said, we are willing to do any sport. So, if again, hockey season coming up, you want to talk about basketball, teams that we're not covering, anything along those lines. I mean, hey, you could come on and make your episode or your show sport or skill in each week and have people argue about if something counts as a sport or skill. It's completely up to you. But at the end of the
Yes.
day,
I will nominate
we
myself
want-
host for that podcast.
Okay, there we go. You could jump on and be
Yes.
a panelist with Paul on the sport or skill show.
You do understand that, once you start getting into being a participant and a host, sometimes the beard of knowledge throws you a little bone here or there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also,
And-
just a
and
fun fact:
Someone
our
last night was
YouTube-
given a Clashing Conferences hoodie as a gift for his
Oh, whoa. Hey,
tenure.
whoa. Whoa.
One
The
full
other thing I
year,
wanna say-
of weekly episodes.
Yes, yes.
Whoa.
We're rounding one here. We've got this will be what now technically with football in its second season. That means that we will have had 4 successful podcasts.
On our
So
4th show.
also to
Man.
piggyback off that, wanted to add that our content manager went to our YouTube page, organized everything by sport. So if you don't like baseball but you like basketball, go right to it. If you like football and not basketball, either way, we're making it more fan friendly and
Yes.
I'm hoping we can entice some more fans. So again, boys, I'm going to leave it up to you. Give a little spiel, but what can we do to bring these people in?
Hey, listen, I'll jump in here first. I didn't know Mike. I didn't know Matt. I didn't know Paul. I do know our content creator, Steve. He's like, hey, why don't you just jump in here? Get to meet the guys. First time, fell at home.
I was going to say, are you going to make us
So-
cry or are you going to cry? Which one is it?
No, I'm not. No. So, it's just, whatever sport it is, just jump in here, do what you do, spill out the facts. You'll be at home.
Mhm.
It's all fun. Just get in here. Don't be scared. See?
Well said, sir. Paul, Michael.
I'm
Oh,
a
go.
man. I'm a man of few words. What can I say?
Golly.
I thought
come
Mike
on
froze.
now.
I was like, oh
Come
no.
on now. Spit it
No,
out.
I was giving him a chance because I know
Spit
he's
it
not a man of
out.
many words. I figured I'd
Spit
let him
it
go.
out. Spit it out.
I encourage
Listen.
everybody to
Yes.
do it. It's
Yes.
no one has any special skills here.
No, not
whether
at all.
whether they want to think they do or not, there is no one with a special skill up here, except for Matt's hair game. But besides that, the hair games. I forgot about Troy Polamalu out here. Takes no skill whatsoever. All it is a little bit of time, participation, and I guess the hardest thing is really the dedication. Sometimes you're going to have to come in from an uncomfortable spot. But that's part of it, being dedicated for it to be successful. Want to make sure that you're there and you got the same consistent people. People aren't going to watch if it's going to fall off.
Best
And-
ability
and-
is availability.
And we're open to any sport.
Yep.
No, I agree with Paul. I mean, it's so easy. It's 1 hour a week of just coming on and hanging out with some people who become in every situation. This is my 3rd show. You become really good friends.
Yes.
You.
Yes.
I mean, I've known Paul 25 years. Paul was the best man at my wedding, one of the best friends I ever had. I've known Lewis and Matt for less than 12 months, and now these two are like even better friends to me than Paul's dumb A. I'll save my point, but
And
just kidding.
Not
But
just
seriously, the
that.
relationships you make are awesome, and you can
Yes.
come on with 3 of your best friends. If you
Yes.
and start there. We'll take anybody that wants to do this as a group or as an individual. I promise you that regardless of what you want to do and who you want to do it with, that you're going to have a blast doing it if you come on with
Yes.
us.
We're going to
and
make adult play dates cool again.
Yes. And if you're camera shy, just think of it as just FaceTime. That's it. Because that's exactly what it feels like. Right now we're looking at Mike. He's in North Carolina.
Or just
Yeah.
think about Tony's nose. You got Randy's chin. It's fine. All are welcome and accepted.
Yes.
Steven,
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
Yes.
A shout out to Steven because he can make anybody look good. I swear, like when we do these things live, like it doesn't always look pretty and like there's slip ups and like Paul looks like he's in the dark to me when we're like on these things. But like Steven puts it together and makes it all look good, and like he'll never make anybody look bad. He can do wonders for all of us.
Listen, at the end of the day, this is the platform for you to be free in sports, whether it's hockey, football, basketball, baseball, rugby, cricket. I can keep going. This is your platform.
We need a fantasy show. I know there's fantasy people out there. Fantasy would do so well.
Even if you're a video gamer,
Mm-hmm.
hey, just come on and our content creator will make it happen.
I've been one that I really would like to see go is Power Slap, UFC, and WWE because they all fall under TKO
Hey,
and they're going to start
listen.
organizing their pay-per-views. That's going
Yes.
to be intense. So, also, let me just throw this out there before we go to halftime because I think one of the things that scares people off, Paul, to talk about that commitment element is they think that there's too many hoops that they have to jump through. I'm literally going to give you the play-by-play on how you would participate in this podcast in less than 15 seconds. Here we go. You download an app. Our content producer, content manager sends you a link. You hit the link. You record, and usually within 30 seconds, unless you have COVID internet, you're done. That's it. You do nothing else. Steve does all the work. He stays up late at night. He does the editing. He does this. He does that. That's why he is the Wizard of Oz, and we're just
Fear the
four morons
beard.
on the yellow brick road.
It's just a Brady Bunch Zoom meeting. That's all it is.
That easy. App, click it, hang up. The end. So
That's
again,
it.
I understand people don't want to take on any more work than they need to. You're not. So just keep
There
that
is
in
no
mind.
work. This is fun time.
Yes.
Sometimes a little bit of extra
Fun
work,
time.
maybe if you want to be the host. But if
Big
you just
facts.
want to be a team rep, come in here and talk about your team as easily as you talk about it with any one of your friends or rivals.
Michael,
all
when you
you're
have
all you're
two
doing
hosts
is
like us, who
you're
the hell else?
you're just putting a voice behind your chats that you're saying the same stuff anyways
Yep.
on the internet or through chats, different
Yep.
text messaging and things like that. So all you're doing is putting a voice on it.
Yep. And so with that said, your host did do some homework. My Mat Libs were already ready to get started. So when we come back, stay tuned. I'm actually very excited for these questions because they're a little potpourri, a little dig style, I guess Paul would call it. We're gonna
Still trying to figure out what a dig is.
Diggity digs.
I know it doesn't rhyme with Diddy. All right, it's halftime. We'll see
It's
you guys.
no diggity, I guess.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Just a few quick reminders for everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And check out our fellow podcaster, Jim Montgomery, with This Day in Philly Sports History. Thank you.
I'm talking about the Marlins.
No, I don't want to talk about the Marlins.
I know you don't, but what
I
I'm
want to
saying
talk
is that
about
if
those
everybody in
dirty
your
New York
conference had
teams.
80 and
We want to
70
talk
wins,
about the Mets. How they a grand slam?
bro, you think, hey, all I know is hashtag million grimaces, okay? So that if it goes towards that cause, that wins either way. How about that?
Hey, all I
Really?
know is I came back from getting a bottle of water during break, and I hear Paul talking about the Mets hitting a grand slam. Let's go.
Thanks,
Let's
Matt.
go.
You're the best.
You're
I
welcome.
forgot to bring my broom prop. I meant to get a broom prop for the second
Whoa.
half, too, so I could show Matt how he's about to get swept.
Oh.
Going down. It's going down for the Sox.
When we are celebrating in inflatable grimace suits on the streets of dirty, dirty New York,
You'd be fine with it.
I'll be definitely fine with it.
You're going to
Let's
look
go.
dirtier
wearing
than
the grimace suit
You're going to
with
look
me.
dirtier than bad Santa.
We are going to be the most luxurious grimaces the world has ever seen. I'm just going to put that out there.
Good. Because I'm going to join Mr. Matt bashing your heads in.
Yeah, you better, just like at Disney World, you better have your handlers with you because I'm going to drop kick you right where you stand.
Thank
All
you.
right. I don't know. Again, I'm sure. All right. We're recording. We're going. Hey, I have a lot of questions of the Matt Libs variety. So, boys. Oh, wait. Hold on. We got to spin the wheel. We are all over the place tonight, myself included. Content manager.
You speak French now? We got nothing to do with the wheel. You're the host.
I am the
You're
host.
the one who puts that out there, not
Good
us.
work, Lewis.
I don't
Good
see
work.
I don't see a hoodie coming your way anytime soon with this kind of operation.
Listen,
Ooh-wee.
gentlemen, I'm the rookie of the year. I don't even what? Hold on, rookie of the year. Did you? Okay, just checking. How many parades has everybody gone to?
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Here
Yeah.
we go. Living in the past. Hey.
Bro, you got a 2008 pennant or poster thing up on your wall. What are you talking about? That is the past. That what?
You hear me talking about it? No. You're
I
the
got
one
it.
talking about it. You had a parade a few months ago. Wee whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. What did you
And,
indeed?
hold on. This is the baseball podcast. You're over here talking about, oh yeah, a million grimaces. Come on now. Stop it.
Like million grimaces.
I'm just gonna let Lewis keep going. This is good.
Spin that wheel. Go ahead. Keep going. We can do. Listen, boys. We can do whatever. Let's go. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk.
Ooh.
I always like this one. Who's gonna get the 4 or 5 hits?
Jeff McNeil.
War Brahms.
Nah, he'll never get it like that.
Okay.
Can I get RBIs for Winker here?
This sounds like a negative category.
Walks.
No, why?
Team total.
Yeah, but by pitcher, not batter.
Ugh.
So someone's going down one.
I got you.
Oh crap!
Oh, let's go, Winker.
Let's go, Kyle Schwarber.
Did we just have
Yeah,
that
this
one?
is like
I feel
this
like
is
we
pretty
should spin
much
again if we just
just
had
a
that one.
Schwarber category. Like
Yeah, I feel
this
like
category was built for Schwarber.
we should do a since we just had because we just had that one, right?
Yes.
I think host should step in and pick a category.
I think the wheel is the wheel.
Whoa.
Not my call. I'm not the host.
Wheel,
I thought the host was
wheel's
the host.
wheel now.
Apparently not.
The wheel's the wheel now, huh? I like that.
I've always, even when Steven was spinning that thing 10 times so he could get a negative category at one point earlier in the year, trying to keep us all to sub-zero scoring points, I was always saying we shouldn't be spinning the wheel in extra time.
I know nothing.
Well, I'm a man of the people. Michael, you're my people, so we'll leave it where it is.
Makes me so happy that I'm your people and not Paul.
Whoa.
Hold on. Paul is definitely my people. Different kind of my people.
No, you already said it. No takebacks.
Seriously, you suck. We
Nose
are.
goes. Boop.
Yeah, you're killing me.
Boys, are we ready?
I think so.
Live
Or we have an
time.
extended version this week.
Uh-huh, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, content manager, if you will, please. More than one. That's gonna come back and haunt somebody. No, they're quick. They're quick. Easy one goes bye-bye. So, boys, I have 3 questions each for you tonight. Again, you're all welcome to jump in and answer. You do have a time limit. I got the clock ticking, but very excited for these. So, who wants to go first? How about that?
Paul,
Lewis
I
has had
go
a lot to
first.
say. in
there's
the
a
last-
volunteer.
I go first.
All right, Lewis. Let's see.
Lewis ain't scared of nobody.
Nor should he be. These are actually a bunch of just crazy, well-rounded questions, but I'm very excited for your answers. Lewis, here we go. You and me are going out to karaoke. What are we singing?
Are we singing?
Well, if it's up in Boston, it's
How
probably
about
if it's
hold
in
on,
Boston, it's probably it's Raining Men or something like that.
no. Let's go with Michael Jackson and Chris Rock. You rock my world.
What, you mean Chris Tucker?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's what I meant. They're both
So
Chris's.
is
Yeah.
one of us singing and then the other one's just like doing the moves, or what?
I'm singing and you're doing the moves.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Love it. You guys would come watch us, right?
From afar, just so there wouldn't be any proof of association. But yeah, a ball ticket.
Are we doing this the
Come
same?
on.
Are we doing this the same night as the comedy show and calling it like Talent Hour or something?
Ooh.
Yes.
Classic
Yes.
Conferences has talent, and then we just come up there and it's like a talent show. Like,
I mean, I don't see a
Yes.
way that this doesn't happen at a bowling alley. I mean, I think it'd be great.
Oh my goodness. Paul, who would play you in your biopic?
Mm.
Probably like Andy Kaufman.
Okay. Obscure. Not what I was expecting.
Well, what were you expecting? You know who Andy Kaufman is?
I do. Man on the
Man on the
Moon.
Moon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would have said Tony
Wait,
Clifton, but that's.
is
I'm
it?
just-
I don't know who Tony Clifton is.
Ah! You can't know Andy Kaufman and not know Tony Clifton. Get out of here.
Do I
Mike,
need
you've
to?
known this guy for a long time. Who would play him in a biopic?
He doesn't know who Andy Kaufman is.
I
Maybe.
do only. You know why I know who Andy Kaufman is? Because I tried to watch Man on the Moon. Because wasn't that suggested on the basketball podcast at one point?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was awful. I'm just.
Oh, absolutely. That movie was stupid.
Hot garbage.
Hashtag 999,999 grimaces. Oh my God. Michael, the ocean or space? Which do you think needs to be explored?
Oh man, up or down? I don't know. I'm a fan of either. I think exploration is exciting, and you know, I think there's a lot of untapped areas as science progresses, and we can do more and more things. I think it's really cool to explore anything.
Still got to pick one though.
All right, fine. I'll go space because I believe if there's any other kind of life form out there that is intelligent, it's going to be out there instead of under the ocean.
If it's intelligent, it's not going to want to talk to us. That's for dang sure.
No,
Oh no!
it's probably already planning to take over our entire world and just take all the resources we haven't already just martyred
Nah,
away. Anyways,
I don't think they want to come here at all.
no. But if
Not
they
at
do, they
all.
need to like and subscribe.
Indeed.
Hey.
Hey, there could be alien grimaces.
Ooh,
Oh
all
my
inanimate
gosh.
grimaces. That's where the million grimaces are.
Alien fanatics.
Yep.
Hey,
Listen,
for all we know, the fanatic is an alien. Best mascot in MLB.
shout out to all the
Best
aliens.
best mascot in all sports.
Lewis,
Yes, sir.
what are 3 things that you love about yourself?
Air.
Phillies fan. Best team in the East.
You were supposed to say like hair, kids, and wife or something, not like
I'm not done. He said 3. And my family.
Well, now you're stuck. Now you got to say
No,
fam. Like, no,
I
you
just said
did. You did
family.
perfect. You did perfect.
I said, what do you love about yourself? What qualities about Lewis? Because I feel like you're a nice guy, and you are a nice guy. I've met you. You do all these positive, heritable events, So it's like, tell me 3 things. Obviously the hair. I mean, duh. I should have just said me too after your hair.
Hold on. Head and shoulders. Where you at?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You want a sponsorship?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, clashing podcast. Clashing conferences. Come on now. Get in there. Join us. Let's have fun.
Well, I'll tell you what I like about you, Lewis. You're a good team player. Because yeah, you're right. You came to this new. All of us had at least one under our belt. Came in like a natural. So you're a glue guy. We can put you anywhere at any time, and you can help the team go. So.
fungible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, thank you.
Word of
Where's
the
the
day.
where's the tissues?
Oh, Paul. Actually, it's kind of funny. I feel like we kind of danced around both of these questions somehow before I got to them. So I don't. You can pick 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I really don't care. If we took an all-star team from a decade, say the 1950s in baseball, and had them play current 2024 all-stars, Who do you think would win and why?
Well, I can't relate it to. I would love to say that the old guys always win, like in basketball, the '92 Dream, the Dream Team would mop the floor with any of the babies that have been around for the last 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any. I will accept no other opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know because I can tell you one thing: they didn't get hurt. They didn't used to get hurt. They would play Iron Man. You got people that look like me, like in Babe Ruth, who is the best pitcher and the best hitter at the same time. I mean, they would probably actually say, "I don't even want to play you guys." 2024 sucks. Take me back to 1950.
Mike or Lewis?
Oh, and they're also smoking, and I think with the tobacco ban everywhere, I think they'd be like, yeah, back in the time capsule.
What do you guys think? I know you guys are aficionados of baseball, so
That's a tough one. I'm young. I can't 50s, 60s. I'm too young for that.
I just feel like it's like, oh, Willie Mays and this guy and that guy. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we'll take those best and put them against today's best. Like, is Willie Mays better than Bryce Harper? I don't know if they play the same position or not, but just saying, like,
I'm too young for that.
I mean, I probably would take the 50s. I would take the 50s players. I don't know as much. Well, I guess the hitters too. I was thinking just the batters, but
I'll say the 90s.
Okay, because they were all roided up.
I was going to say, if guys from the 50s would be like,
exactly. That's
like,
hey,
can I have
listen,
some of those pills?
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm the young
Give
guy
me your
here.
steroids and your
I'm
cocaine,
sorry.
and we'll see what they.
Hey.
You got to put it on an even playing field. Give them cocaine.
That was
and steroids.
definitely the most exciting era of baseball.
I'm
Yeah, because it was like
sorry.
wrestling. It was wrestling in the 90s. There were no rules. Everybody was just doing whatever they wanted, taking whatever they wanted, and you got quality product out of it. So there's that component.
Yeah, those home run shows, home run races between McGuire and Sosa and Bonds, all those years, and one or two other guys, they were just awesome to watch.
Yeah, and I could
Pass them out.
That's what I'm saying.
care less how
Thank you.
many needles they've taken.
You.
I could care less.
Whoa.
It's fun to watch.
Whoa.
Fun to watch.
Michael, what is your biggest sports or not pet peeve? Like mine is like people that love driving 15 miles below the speed limit. It's such a treat.
Oh,
my
you want to
goodness.
see me be a different person driving a car with me?
I did. I rode your wife's car. It was very nice.
I can go from the nicest guy in the world to flip a switch real quick.
Paul, Lewis, pet peeve, sports or not?
Pet peeves in sports?
Either or. I mean, I know sometimes Matt Libs can be tricky if you're like, dude, I don't know. I didn't have any
I wasn't thinking it was tricky. I was thinking it was being repetitive.
Okay.
We already talked about this.
I would
Remember,
say,
I told you the person yelling unnaturally in the stadium.
Yes. But you're you and Mike is Mike, and that's why I wanted to ask Mike because I feel like it's like the devil and the angel. So I'm like, hey, what irritates you?
I would say the ones that say they're a fan, but then when you ask them who's this player and that player, and they're like, oh,
yeah,
I just like the team because they won the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how can you be a fan if you don't even know a player on the team?
Yep.
So,
well,
that's what I would say.
Last round of questions, boys. Lewis. Now, I was actually dancing around music a little bit, like category wise. So, Lewis and Michael,
I see what you did there.
Ooh,
are similar. Lewis,
definitely a dad joke.
I missed it.
Dancing around the music.
Dancing around the music? Oh, come on now.
What is this, Bluey? What are we? All right, Lewis.
Yes, sir.
What now are we talking
Greatest
about?
album or your favorite album? Any genre, don't matter.
Favorite album. I will say Alex Stone. He's not a he's not a big, superstar. He's not no Morgan Wallen. Luke Combs or nothing like that. But the bluegrass, that's my type of music.
Okay.
And I'll be the first one to tell you that type of music is garbage. 90s rap is the greatest music genre of all time. And it's not
Hey,
hip hop,
listen,
it's
listen.
rap.
To
Nope.
each its own.
No,
Oh
forget
To
about
man.
each
no.
its own.
Nope.
Come
Forget
on
about
now.
your campfires and
Stop.
cow tipping.
No.
Give me some
See,
bass in there.
you have some issues that we need to work on. That
I'm
will be
aware if
on
I'm
our
listening to rap music, I am a little
that'll be
angry.
on our next podcast, Therapy 101.
Yeah, I
Okay?
can't do therapy. It's no thanks.
With sock puppets.
I ride with Paul on this one. 90s rap. There's nothing better.
You know what, boys?
From
I would not disagree with you, but there is one category that I think trumps it, which is 90s R&B.
Ooh,
Whoa.
okay.
That's that
Whoa.
Okay.
baby.
All
That's
right.
that baby making music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
That's that baby making music.
Little 112, little Joe, little Drew
You
Hill.
know?
Jodeci,
Like,
Shy,
That's I'm in
mm-hmm.
my
Boys to
drop
Men.
top facing
Yep.
the street. That's
Mm-hmm.
no.
that Usher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
7 o'clock on the dot.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what
Paul,
and
it is.
Paul, if you could fight one mascot in any sport, who would it be and why? You
I
better
mean,
not
it
say
was.
the flying squirrels.
I was going to say you a second ago with your take on music. That's really weird to me.
Whoa. Scooby?
Any mascot?
Annie.
Does Grimace count?
I mean, he can, but that's a
Yes,
boring
it
answer.
does. It does count. It does count. Go ahead.
Mascot
Take
I
his
don't
head
like.
off.
Mascot I don't like. Uh,
Like the Jacksonville Jaguars, whatever that is. And have you seen that guy? It's like a head and then just body paint, and the guy's wearing nothing but underpants, and it's very awkward and weird.
no, I
Jacksonville.
don't need that one. I don't need that guy coming up to me in the crowd for any reason. I love all mascots.
Okay, every week there's some sort of group that you want to do your James Bond plans to, but now I give you a chance to go after a mascot and you got nothing. Not even college basketball, none that annoy you or
Oh, stop! I would take a
what do you
blue
mean?
devil and put it 6 feet under. There's no question
There
about
you
that.
go.
Thank
I
That's
would.
that.
you.
Thank you. That's a
You're
good
gonna get me
answer.
to. You're gonna get
Thank
me.
you.
Yeah.
He
You're gonna get me
said. He
cursing in
said.
a minute.
Hey. The host said a mascot. He did
Yep.
I
not
wasn't
mention
thinking. I
what
wasn't thinking.
sport.
I
Oh my
He had to open the
gosh.
door to the vault. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, the Duke Blue Devil can. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Just
Most
just
devils are
watch.
red. This one's blue, but I'll turn him red. Yeah, turn him red.
Nice.
I
There
would
you
love to turn
go.
him red.
Take that, devil. There you go. All right. Mike, last question. What is a embarrassing group or artist that you're secretly a fan of? I'll
One
give you
Direction.
mine.
His
I'm
is
not
One Direction.
embarrassed by him. I'll just be straight up. All again,
Backstreet
also all
Boys.
the '90s boy bands. I mean, again, let's be
Backstreet
real.
Boys.
If it well, let hold on. If they are
98 degrees.
boys to men, it's R&B. But if they're Backstreet Boys, it's pop. But they both have boys in their name. They both croon. So to me, good music is good music. '90s boy bands. That's my answer, Michael.
And that's what Hanson said.
Hey.
I got a story about Hanson, but that's off air.
I can't be
God, I
anything
don't.
more than like PG.
Nope.
He's thinking.
I am
Oh,
He's
thinking. I mean, I
thinking.
do listen to some very obscure
Listen,
stuff other than rap.
our time will expire, and you still don't have an answer.
I'll go
Typical
with
Mets fan. 30 New York teams.
go with an artist named Mikey Mike.
Mikey Mike. That's
You
Look it up.
can't. We're
Chris
not
would say,
talking.
"Look it up."
I will, especially because your name's Mike. That's why I like it.
Oh, if we're gonna do that, what about Lil T and One Track Mike?
What?
Who?
Shaniqua don't live here no mo.
Oh my God,
What?
stop.
Oh, that was a song.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness,
What?
that was from the '90s too. It had to.
yeah. Little T and One Track Mike.
Oh my Lanta. All right,
Sounds
boys.
like a
Shaniqua live
trailer
here?
park.
Hell no.
It sounds like a trailer park group.
Oh, absolutely. Please. The trailer parks would call this trailer park.
I used to be the king of the trailer park, but again, that's a story for another time. So, boys, we survived. How you feeling?
I was feeling better when the Mets were up 4-0. It's 4-3
Ditto.
now.
Listen,
Only thing
at the
better
end
is
of
if
the
the Braves
day-
are up 4-0.
At the end of the day, I will say click, watch, follow. Do not be scared. Reach out, and we'll get you on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Time of your life.
Yes, it's a good time.
Look, I'll be honest. Again, I made the voyage out last month, and when the next opportunity presents itself, I'm going. And we're doing the Olympics next year, and we're going to make sure that any opportunity that we tend to rendezvous is going to happen because it's super fun. Honestly, that's all I can say.
We're doing the Olympics. Do you mean March Madness?
March
No.
Madness will be, yeah. So I think that's my hope. Like come in like 3 or 4
Hey.
month intervals. March Madness, then the summer. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Clashing Podcast Olympics
Mm-hmm.
2025.
At PJ Wheelahands.
At PJ Wheelahands.
Anywhere.
No, PJ Wheelahands not letting us in after last time. Nope. Anywho.
That's all right.
Clementon messed that up.
I go to the Downingtown one anyway, so it don't matter.
Ooh, Lewis, funny you say that. Ooh, I think
Oh,
that,
we can go to Lancaster. It's not that much further in the other direction.
I think we might have a special guest next week. You boys ready for this?
Ooh. Yes.
Is it Grimace?
I like it. No.
What, did you just contradict yourself?
I like it. No.
Did Grimace win Clementone any money? No.
Stay tuned and find out. That's all I got.
So make sure you
wanna be a
click,
part?
watch, follow.
Watch, follow, like, subscribe, share, comment, question, join us. That's it. It's that simple.
Yes.
Download the app, click the link, hang up. I mean, come on. So easy. So easy. An Atlanta Brave.
Pretty sure we're going to have to pay.
Whoa.
And now we are going to get an invoice for that.
Ah! That's why we have a content manager. All right, boys, take it easy. See you next week. Go Red Sox.
Come join the dumb shit.
They just scored 3 runs.
Woo!
Hey. Let's
4-3.
That's that dumb
That's that dumb shit for sure.
That's that dumb shit. Let's go.
Look it up.